In 1803, a 19-year-old farmer's son from the Scottish wilderness boarded the ship Brunswick. His job title was ship's surgeon's mate. The salary was meager. 36 years later, this man would walk into the office of Lord Palmerston, Britain's foreign secretary, and lay out a plan for war with China. Maps, routes, ports to blockade, a list of demands for the vanquished. Palmerston would agree. Britain would declare war. The Qing Empire would be humiliated. 12 million Chinese would be addicted to opium. And not once in his entire career would this man formally break a single law. His name was William Jardine, a doctor who became the largest drug trafficker in history. Born in 1784, a farm in Dumfriesshire, poverty. But at 18, a diploma from the Edinburgh College of Surgeons. At 19, on an East India Company ship. The company had a rule. Each employee could trade in 2 chests of personal cargo space. Most didn't use them. Jardine rented their space. In 14 years of surgical service, he earned more trading cassia and musk than he ever did with a scalpel in a lifetime. In 1805, the Brunswick was captured by the French. On board, Jardine met the Indian merchant Jamsetji Jijiboy, the future opium king of Bombay. It was Jijiboy who showed him the real money, not cassia. Opium. In 1817, Jardine quit medicine. Forever. He settled in Canton. In 1825, he became a partner in the trading house Magniac & Company. In 1832, he founded Jardine Matheson & Company with Scotsman James Matheson. The Chinese name is Yi He, or Happy Harmony. Behind the sign lies the largest opium empire on the planet. The scheme was ingenious in its simplicity. The East India Company controlled opium production in Bengal, but did not transport it to China itself. That would have been diplomatically inconvenient for the crown. Instead, it sold the opium at auctions in Calcutta to independent merchants. Jardine bought it. His clippers carried the cargo to the Chinese coast, but did not enter any ports. Opium had been banned by imperial decree since 1796. The ships anchored in neutral waters, beyond the jurisdiction. Chinese smugglers, Huns, approached in boats, paid in silver, picked up the goods, and distributed them along the coast themselves. Jardine did not touch the goods on Chinese territory. He did not set foot ashore with the cargo. He did not personally violate Chinese law. He did not violate British law. In Britain, opium was completely legal and considered harmless. 3 links in the chain, each in a different jurisdiction. Not a single fingerprint. Not a single piece of evidence. By 1836, Jardine Matheson controlled half of China's foreign trade. 19 ocean clippers, hundreds of small vessels. Opium shipments grew from 18,000 chests to 30,000 in 6 years. 12 million addicts. Smoking dens along the coast. Silver was leaking out of the country. Peasants were sitting in dens instead of fields. Court officials were addicted. In 1839, the son of the Daoguang emperor died of an overdose. The emperor appointed Commissioner Lin Zexu. His mission was to destroy the trade at any cost. Lin acted harshly. He arrested Chinese merchants. He blockaded foreign factories in Canton, locking hundreds of Europeans inside. He confiscated 20,000 chests of opium. He publicly destroyed it on the shore, mixed it with lime and seawater, and washed it into the ocean. He wrote a letter to Queen Victoria demanding that she stop poisoning his people. The letter never reached Victoria, but the news reached Jardine, who saw not a catastrophe, but an opportunity. He left Canton in January 1939. A farewell banquet, 80 foreign merchants of all nationalities, was held. The Chinese nicknamed him the Iron-Headed Old Rat. He was once hit on the head with a baton during a meeting with officials, and he only shrugged. There was one chair in his office, his own. Visitors were not allowed to sit. In London, surgical precision, a petition from hundreds of merchants, a meeting with Palmerston, a ready plan, a blockade of Fuzhou, Ningbo, and Shanghai. One blow, the Chinese fleet would collapse. A treaty. Compensation for opium, new ports, territories. Palmerston agreed. In the autumn of 1939, Britain declared war. The Royal Navy bombarded the coast. Chinese soldiers fired matchlocks and bows. Some were weakened by opium addiction, the very drug they were fighting against. 1842, Treaty of Nanking. China paid 21 million silver dollars, opened 5 ports, ceded Hong Kong. Jardine died in February 1943. He was 59 years old. The Jardine Matheson Company still exists, headquartered in Hong Kong. Turnover, tens of billions. Their website doesn't mention opium. That's what makes this story impossible. A doctor sworn to save lives built a system that hooked 12 million people. When the victims tried to defend themselves, he waged war. Never touched a product on foreign soil. Never broke the law. Never been arrested. Died rich. Died a member of parliament. And yet, Happy Harmony continues to operate to this day.